The coronachan pandemic and the subsequent government response to the pandemic has resulted in a mass cancellation of conventions, concerts, and large-scale events. This includes almost every anime and fan convention in the United States. While this sacrifice was done for public health, it has caused, in my opinion, catastrophic effects on our communities, economically and socially, which will take at least 5 years minimum to recover. We fully understand that conventions are still insisting on online events through Twitch for those that are not ready to return to normal or can't. With vaccines widely available and already here, and used by all Americans, we are hopeful for a full return to normal starting in summer 2021. I am dismayed that many anime conventions and fan conventions to this day, such as GenCon, ConnectiCon, Blerdcon, DreamCon, AnimeNYC in Atlanta, Awesomecon, New York Comic Con, and AnimeNYC, and now including Otakon, which is clearly hinting at doing, are focusing on about hygiene, health, and safetism. Many of these conventions have already mandated or plan to institute mandatory vaccine proof and mask mandates and sanitation fear, which is no longer recommended by the CDC at this point. In moving whole events such as dances and arcades to the detriment of convention goers wanting to attend a convention where they can simply enjoy without being reminded of a pandemic which flies in the face of a growing amount of sports stadiums that have already gone in 100% capacity with no restrictions. I am very opposed to mandatory proof of vaccines before attendance because of serious health policy concerns, specifically with the HIPAA, also known as the Health Insurance Portability Accountability Act, and the Americans with Disabilities Act. In my view, if a congoers choose to take the vaccine, their vaccine status is a matter between the person taking it and their doctor. These mandates discriminate against those who cannot take the vaccine due to allergic reactions, medical disabilities, or other reasons such as for religious reasons. Thus, these mandates go against the concept of cosplay is for everyone, and it extends the concept for anime conventions and fan conventions as well. No one should be excluded. In light of recent events regarding Asians and Asian Americans, this will go against this concept as well. Instead of planning for a better convention to make up for a lost year, they are catering towards a certain and loud section of the community that has no real intention of attending any convention, even if vaccinated, instead of planning for a better convention to make up for the lost year. None of these measures, these coronachan measures, will provide real concrete or pragmatic mitigation or any risk of remaining coronachan risk, and will actually cost conventions more money and potential attendees in implementing them. These measures will make matters worse for the future of anime conventions, as it will push people away from those who want to attend a convention after a 15-month-long drought due to lockdown restrictions affecting the concert and convention scene. And these measures only cater towards people that have no intention of attending anyway. They will be much better of promoting better health and safety practices convention goers can easily use for themselves, especially with many people that have been staying inside the whole year have their immune systems weakened. If these conventions are still insisting on sanitation fear, then they need to ask themselves, what is the point of having an anime convention in the first place, despite vaccines widely available and no cases during the summer? With convention admission fees rising every 2 years, having a stripped-down, bare-bones, no-fun event is not worth the cost, especially when some anime conventions cost over $100 for a full event in normal times. The Ministry of Otaku want a very clear indication and proof that all conventions are going back to normal in 2019 standards. This means any events that were unable to be used in full in 2020 to be used in 2021, including all merchandise that was planned for that year. No capacity limits of any sort in the overall venue or in rooms, or indirectly limits in the form of online-only purchase of badges. Same-day registration must be allowed on the days on the convention operates. To clarify it, no capacity caps, direct or indirect. People must be allowed the freedom to pre-register online, or have their badges in the mail, or collect their badges in person on day 0 or during the convention, or registered in person same day during the convention. No hygiene or sanitation fee whatsoever. This includes no mandatory vaccine proof, or mandatory testing, or mandatory masking, or 6 feet distancing, nor any behavioral prohibitions. Especially for number 4, no remove events or stripped down version of events due to said hygiene fear. Please note that I have no objection to the inclusion of outdoor events in addition to all events held inside due to the fact that people need to be outside more after 15 months of being in their homes. Anime conventions and fan convention spawns a bigger and better event for 2021, and I cannot in good conscience afford to pay more than $100 per convention to attend or cover a convention that's used to implement hygiene fear and strip down events when summer is fast approaching. It's back to normal, or give us a better than normal event, or no badge. If you feel the same way I do, please write a polite email to your fan conventions or anime conventions indicating that you will not be attending any convention in 2021 until all restrictions are removed. The vaccines are here. It's time to move on, and it's time to live a normal life. And it's time to have fun and excitement. People don't want to be reminded of COVID-19, of coronachan. They don't want to be reminded of a pandemic. They want to move on in their lives. It's either back to normal, or give us a better than normal, or no badge. I cannot in good conscience attend an anime convention that chooses to keep all restrictions when everything else is going back to normal. As soon as any of these restrictions are lifted, as soon as all restrictions are lifted, I'll be back covering anime conventions in the DC area, or outside the DC area. Thanks for watching.